Hey, what's up guys? One of the biggest updates hasn't been talked about. The pump had its 11th elixir taken away and was one of my favorite starts in Clash Royale. Essentially, if you waited 1.7 seconds after your elixir bar filled, then dropped the pump, you would have 7 elixir versus having 5. I wonder where the extra elixir went.
Are you down to ride it just to ride along? With all the friends and foes that you might have lost, do you have within you what it takes to beat the final boss? Ordinary world, unsung hero, recognizing his dream to become the leader of people.
To start off, the main reason I made this video, I see a lot of people fireballing elixir pumps in tournaments. And fireball, as you can see here, costs 4, and the pump costs 5. As a tournament standard level, this will credit the pump user 2 elixir, making this a negative elixir trade, and only causes 229 damage to the opponent's tower. Key point here is to be patient. Be smart with your spells for positive elixir trades, and we will show more examples here in the upcoming videos. Alright guys, we are playing against a very good player. It's Mr. Bosshogg. We got a boss off here, boss versus boss. Alright. Sitting here waiting for, in the beginning, to see what he's going to drop. So he dropped the princess. We planned on placing a Valk in the front of the musketeer. I didn't want to waste my Valk on the miner, so I normally drop little Larry's on the miner. He's up. I don't agree with that, but hey, that's part of his game and that's what he does. Had my full push here. That's my favorite one. It's my favorite one I love. Drop the bacon behind the Valk, and we take 1, 2. Nope. We do about 1,000 damage here. We take the lead by inches. As our elixir is filling up, we want to go on ahead and hit that max at the 10 spot and drop it off on the side with the more health, hoping that his miner won't go after it. He waited a little too long, overextends a push here probably, and it looks like he really hates my pump because he's sending in a miner for it. He zaps my mini skellies. They're not the big ones. I show my frustration. Never happy about losing a pump. But it's okay when he spends 1,000,000 elixir, or anybody against it. We got my favorite push here again. Valkyrie in the front, Muskie in the back, and then the bacon in the middle. It's my favorite sandwich in the game. Alright, so Mini P.E.K.K.A is doing some work. Cleans it all up. Barely dead. Barely dead. Barely dead. We're all mad. Thumbs up, whatever. You're going down, boss. Alright, all in good fun. Always an intense battle against Bosshogg. Alright, so of course he's going to go for the dead side because he's almost lost the tower. We're going ahead and put the musketeer on the right side just to make sure that we can take it down. That was almost a great play by him, but he put a poison down late, but he still got some chip damage on there, so he's actually getting a lot of value there by even touching the troop. Like I was talking about earlier, and getting the tower. We're going to get a couple shots in here, and we're going to take down the tower with a dead musketeer. And with the dying arrow. Here comes the miner. He poisons it. He's just trying to throw everything he's got on here. That was his push. And then now he's going to get our push. Those three little minions, man, they just wrecked the trifecta deck. Considering pumping here, but obviously we're kind of crazy. Just pretty much cannot do anything against a max level miner with 200 health left on a tower. But we are, however, able to lay down a pump. Bosshogg goes on ahead and drops his princess to get a few chip jamming shots on there. We got our cannon up though. We're going to go on ahead and drop that and knock the princess out. We got our full push going on over here, hoping to do some max damage. We're hoping to do any kind of damage. And the musketeer cleans up again. Musketeer is the MVP. So now we have a Valkyrie sitting here tanking for the musketeer that's half dead. We're just dropping everything we got at this point. Just to see where he's at. We got more elixir than him, and that is the reason why you're using the elixir pump, so you can get the advantage, and why he is trying to take out the pump the whole entire game. Alright guys, this is Moopy Kate. I've played him a tons of times. I pretty much know what the deck he's going to use. I think it's a girl. I think her name's Kate. But anyway, this is a top 3 deck in the leaderboards. One of the most highly used. It is the Furnace Musketeer. They were using 3 Musketeers for a while, but they've switched that up. Guards are extremely underrated for sure. They do a lot of work. Alright, so where is the best placement when you know you are playing a miner deck? This is one person that has, another person that I'm highlighting here has a maxed out miner. This miner, just look at this miner. It just goes to town. That's almost 100 freaking damage a pop. It's just shoveling away. The angry construction worker just going at it. So why isn't she going to go for my pump? Okay, well, look at the damage here. I mean, that's, I don't know if that is a good pump, but you know what, that Musketeer, it just, you have to take care of it. Put the one little Elixir skeletons down just in case they drop a mini P.E.K.K.A. and you can draw some attention here. We're going to knock out some damage onto the tower. Now we've taken the lead. That furnace causes some serious problems, and we do have to pump against, we really got to pump. And even if you're going to put it in here, you got to use it. Unfortunately, Moopy Kate ends up putting the poison on 2 of my pumps. I got a little overzealous there, or whatever. I was trying to use a big word. I don't know if I used it right. But yeah, anyway, we're going to go ahead and march it on down. We're going to put the Valkyrie in front of the Musketeer because she is the protector. The protector of the gunslinger. These little fire spirits, they work so good against hogs. I think that's they are a hog killer. Another case scenario where a dead Musketeer is just going into town. You know what? We're still safe on the right side to put the pump down, and you know what? They're not concerned about it because they're going for the miner first. So we're waiting to also put down the pump as well. So this is another excellent position of where to put it and how to use your elixir. This was a very close game. Level 5 miner is no joke, guys. This is the best advice I have, is to pump on the opposite side. You can even put it in the front sometimes, but I think the best side is to put it on the opposite side that they're charging and make them change lanes. Oh, crying face. This still leads to the topic of properly managing your elixir to get the win, guys. Every action you do in the game is about positive and negative elixir trades. You want to essentially defend with less for a bigger counter push. If you drop 10 elixir to defend a hog rider with a poison, you've lost 3 elixir plus damage to your crown tower. Having the pump only costs about 5 and has an output of 7 and is used like a bank. Alright guys, so this will be our last review today. I hope you guys have been enjoying this, and would you guys like to add some feedback in the comment section of what you'd like me to review next. Here is a great primary example of what I was talking about earlier, is just kind of waiting to use your spells at the right time. See what they're kind of going to do. We put down there, got max elixir, put us in a great position. Now we can poison, and we're going to get the pump and the tower here, guys. So now we have a huge advantage, and sometimes this is why you want to wait, and this is a perfect example of poor elixir positioning and bad placements that can end you up in an awkward spot and in a negative position. This is also another topic that I'd like to bring up here in a future video, is how to defend properly against the giant and loon. It's also another top deck in the game that's being used in the leaderboards. So he drops down the princess. we're waiting for our big push. As you guys have seen, this is our normal push. We put the Valkyrie in the front, Musketeer in the back, and we want to slow that giant down, kill the minions, because the minions are what is going to do the damage to us. A giant is now not going to even get remotely close to us, and we got the one Elixir skeletons looking like a pro here. We got our Valkyrie up. We do not want them to touch our Elixir pump. We didn't drop that Valkyrie in time. Got a lot of pump action going here on both sides. Obviously, we would like to change that. He drops the princess in an awesome spot for us to go on ahead and take that down. Our favorite, the Musketeer, going to work. Barbarians coming in. I didn't even realize people use barbarians in the leaderboards anymore. I guess we're seeing that more and more since the tournaments have been coming out. But I'm not a big fan that we went ahead and put our poison on there, but that's what we kind of reached for. We just definitely didn't lose our tower. Put our cannon down, getting ready. We put our muskie on the left side so we can go on ahead and target that loon. Poison on the loon is a great way to slow down the loon and to stop all the action from happening. Plus, you don't have to worry about the giant, but you do have to worry about the giant, but it's mainly the things that are coming behind it. I believe Orange Juice said tank and spank. So we have our Valkyrie hog push here, and we've gotten another positive poison here. We got the barbs, and we also got the elixir pump, and we got everything. Still trying to hold on here. This deck, if you play it smart, will counter this deck almost every single time. The key ingredient is to managing your musketeer. Waiting to put our poison down here. We get the whole smorgasbord. We take it all down. Should have dropped the Valkyrie down there first, but it didn't matter. We got our pump in there in a good and solid spot. We're going ahead and zap all of that, and the loon retargets into the center. So this is another example of why you would want to put the pump in the center, because then it'll go on ahead and retarget onto the pump. So if it brings it in, if the loon comes into the cannon, then after that they will go to the pump afterwards. Which is even funny, is after you do that, sometimes the loon will explode on the king and it'll activate your king tower, which is also a strong benefit. So anyway, drop a sub, drop a like. Thanks for stopping by, guys.
You started from amateur, but now they just don't match up to your caliber. A marathon, they can't compete with the stamina. Enemies keep making plots, assassinate your character. We picking them up and we throwing them down. No time for messing around. They giving up and now they leveling down. We level up and then we push them around. It's over now, hold it down, never be losing our focus. The world is on your shoulders, the weapons is where your throat is, but you don't give up. The only hope, you're the chosen one. So ain't no falling victim to your phobias. Your biggest rival only beats you if you let him. It's about the bigger picture, not some personal vendetta, so endeavor.